What's up, Gemini? Welcome to Scorp Queen Intuition, and welcome back if you are here with me again, guys. We're going to go ahead and get into your energy, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. Could be for cross watchers as well. I'm going to tap into your love energy, see what is surrounding you, what situation Spirit wants to highlight for you, okay? First thing, you have runner. I don't want to run anymore and holding back. I should have expressed myself better. So this is someone that kind of ran from the connection. They may have ran in an emotional sense, like they held back. They didn't really express themselves the way they should have. But they don't want to run anymore. They're ready to express how they feel. They're ready to put it all out there. I feel like this person waited too long to really say something or move towards something deeper in the connection. Okay, they may have been afraid to express themselves. You know, some people are not, they're not able to vocalize how they feel. You know, and it says unfinished business. We still have things to resolve and discuss. So now they want to talk, guys. They have some things they want to let off their chest that they've been holding in. And I feel like it is just how they feel about you moving forward. Okay. Let's see what else we have. Maybe we can tap into what this person has been holding back and what they want to express now to you. Okay. Let's see. They could be connected to someone right now, which is why, look, I keep saying that. I'm settling for the life I thought I wanted, but it's empty without you. I still fantasize about you. And I also saw I'm in a superficial relationship right now because I'm not ready for real love. So they played where it was safe. Okay, they knew they had intense feelings for you, and the best thing for them to do is move on and find someone that was more on their level. But they feel like they should have expressed themselves. I feel like they see the value now in having someone that was really there for them emotionally versus just having someone where you don't talk, you don't discuss how you feel. It's just superficial. It's transactional. They're tired of those relationships, okay? It says, I'm tortured by the visions of the life we almost had. We could have been so happy together and I destroyed it. Yeah, see, they're starting to realize now. I think this person is starting to see how they want something more. They want something more, something with more substance. Okay, let's see what else we have here. Very avoidant person. It says, I can never find the right words to say to you. I pushed you away instead of bringing you closer. I told you. They didn't know how to vocalize how they felt. They struggled with really putting it out there. They're used to people that don't know how to have deep conversations. And so when they got with you, that was a real major transition they had to try to make, and they didn't know how to do that. Okay, it says, you understand me better than anyone else. Your eyes can see into my soul. I can't hide from you. Because you wanted authenticity, right? You wanted transparency. You like to have those conversations. You like to get to know somebody on a deeper level. And they felt seen with you, okay? Versus any other connection they've had, they felt seen with you. They felt like someone is actually, hey, you know, Gemini actually is trying to get to know me. That scares me a little bit. Are they going to like what they see once they get to know me? So they may have hid behind a lot of superficial things, and you're like, hey, that doesn't persuade me one way or another. I need to see who you are. And this person wasn't ready to really show up and show you who they were. Okay. All right. I think they're ready now. Okay. Or they want to at least express to you what their problem was. Okay. Don't know if they're still, I feel like now they're holding back because they are connected to somebody and they can't walk away from that situation. They're stuck in something superficial and something transactional. Page of Cups, dreamer and naive, innocence, inner child, head in the clouds. Yeah. They want to, they dream about you. They want to reach out to you. They want to express how they feel about you. They feel like they were very naive in this connection because they weren't seeing the lack of value when it came to someone not trying to have conversation with you. They didn't understand what that meant at that time. But now they're not naive anymore. They're like, hey, I want someone that try to get to know me like Gemini did. I want someone that's really seeing me for who I am. Okay. Six of Pentacles in the reverse. See, everything is transactional with this person. They didn't know how to reciprocate on an emotional level, only when it came to gifts and showering and showing up. Or they wanted someone to pour that into them while they really didn't show up in a certain way. It says generosity and charity, support and sharing, giving and receiving, fairness and gratitude. See, they lacked connections that showed up like that. They lacked connections that show reciprocity, give and take. Everything is not transactional. Some things it's more about the principle. It's more about how you feel. And you had to really show this person like I want more than that. Okay. Maybe their love language was showing up in gifts and yours was time, maybe intimate conversations. You know, they didn't know how to. Queen of Wands in the reverse. See, they're dealing with a very selfish person. The Queen of Wands is very self-centered. She's very superficial. She loves to show up, show out. She loves to be seen. This is the type of energy they have on their arm now. Maybe a very jealous individual. So, because she don't want anyone moving in on what she has. The Queen of Wands can also represent the other woman to me. So this definitely represents, like I said, this person having other things going on now. And maybe they were the gift giver, you know, and that's the only way they knew how to pull people in. And whenever that's your energy, of course, you're going to get those women that see that and they're going to take advantage of that. And I feel like that's the energy this person is in. Queen of Wands in the reverse, it says passionate and determined, attractive and confident, self-assured, charismatic. But in the reverse, she's the opposite, okay? Very jealous, very insecure. Maybe use a lot of superficial things to make her feel more valuable or more attractive. And I feel like this person wants someone that is more authentic, okay? They don't have to have all of the extras to, you know, be who they are. I think that's what this person loved about you and valued about you, but couldn't see at the time, okay? This Queen of Wands in reverse, she's not taking the time to get to know this person. She don't care. What do you have for me? That's what she's thinking. What do you have to give me? Okay? Very conditional person. High Priestess in the reverse, hidden knowledge, intuition, and mysteries. Now, it's in the reverse, so some things about this situation is starting to become clear to this person. They're starting to kind of recognize what connection they're in. Look at that. The King of Swords in the reverse. The Devil in the reverse behind that. They're starting to feel like they're wasting their time. They're putting their time in something very codependent, very toxic. You know, the Devil is about somebody being very materialistic. So the King of Swords here in the reverse. This person feels like maybe they weren't thinking straight, you know, with the King of Swords in the reverse. Maybe a lot of also disagreements when it comes to this connection. I see an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius here, Pisces, and Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. All right. Let's see what else you have. All right, Gemini, for some reason my camera stopped recording. Let's go ahead and get into it here, okay? So let's go ahead and clarify these here, okay? See what you guys have. And the swords at the bottom. All right, Spirit. Why is this Page of Cups here in the reverse? Why is this Page of Cups in the reverse? Like I said, very emotionally, it could be a very emotionally immature person. Now I got the King of Wands here. So see, that could be somebody very charming, very attractive, but they ain't really putting much in the emotional aspect of it. Just more so Gotta watch the King of Wands. He's attractive. He's very charming. Kind of can give you a very Casanova energy. He could also be very attractive. Um, but if you don't watch him, he could be, his good looks could probably get him in trouble. His good looks and his charismatic energy could probably get him in trouble here. But I feel like this person is hell of attracted to you, though, you know. And maybe that's why they held back, because they were very attracted to you, or they wanted to keep their suave personality is what I'm feeling like. But you know, that's kind of the energy that comes with people that are materialistic, right? They're more so concerned about how they look, how they appear. Could be a fire sign, could be an Aries, Leo, or a Sagittarius. Let's see. All right, let's clarify the Six of Pentacles. Why is the Six of Pentacles here? I told you, lack of reciprocity. See? More transactional than emotional, but this person feels different here. That's why you have the King of Wands and the Queen, and the Ace of Cups, because this person is starting to be able to merge attractiveness with emotions as well, right? Like not just being attracted to somebody to see what you could get, or just deal with them because they look good. This person is really attracted to you physically and emotionally, and they're ready to tap into something completely different. See the Queen of Wands here, this is what they're used to dealing with. Selfish, self-centered people, women that are very, very into themselves, very materialistic, very superficial. You know, all those things that come with that energy. But look at it, we've got the Emperor at the bottom. They're ready for something real. They're ready for something real. Queen of Wands in the reverse, Nine of Swords. Whoever this person is, guys, they're taking them through there. They're taking them through it because they're stressing out. It's like their egotistical ways, their selfish ways, their materialistic ways is driving this person insane. They could still feel lonely. This person is stressing stressing them out. Look, the Two of Wands at the bottom in the reverse indicates this person feeling like they made a bad choice. They made a bad decision. They went down the wrong path with who they chose. And they, you know, that's why it says I'm tortured by the visions of the life we almost had. We could have been so happy together and I destroyed it. And I feel like the more they deal with these superficial people, the more they feel drained, exhausted. And look, this energy is behind them because now they're like wishing they would have shown up more here. The High Priestess in the reverse, clarified by the Eight of Cups in the reverse. They're not expressing to you that they want to come back, but damn, they do. Look at that, Ten of Swords, King of Swords in the reverse. Whoever this person is with, guys, there's no conversation, there's no communication. It might be all lustful, it might be all based on, like I said, transactions, just on a surface level. But this person is stressed the fuck out, guys. And look at that, the Emperor behind that, Queen of Wands there. So look, perfect match here, King and the Queen of Wands, but we got the Queen of Wands there in the reverse. So I do feel like this person is about to be dropping other people, these selfish, insecure people. They're getting out of that. Like, they're not attracted to that no more. You know, I'm gonna be honest, they probably like the ones that was all about looks, making sure they look good, IG model type things, you know, type, not things, but people. And now, not saying that's not what you are, but what they see is that you don't just come with looks, you don't just come with beauty, you come with brains, you come with emotions, you come with depth. And that's something this person hasn't been used to. And they feel like they're ready to make a U-turn. Okay, they're ready to make a U-turn, and they're not telling you that. And I feel like this person is to the point where if they're going to invest in someone that wants good things, because it don't mean you don't like nice stuff either. It just means that you don't want that to be the basis of your relationship. And so this person is now to a place to where they're thinking like, hey, if I'm going to give it to a selfish ass person that's going to be self-centered, why am I not just giving it to someone that is not just wanting nice things, but they deserve the nice things, right? They will appreciate the nice things. They don't feel like I'm obligated to give those things to them. So I feel like this person won't be holding back with you anymore. Okay? They won't. Let's see what else we got here. Missing you. Okay? Missing you. I miss you. I wish things were different. Yeah. Look at that. Damn, y'all. You're so special. You're truly divine. I've never felt energy like yours before, and I can't get enough. What did I tell you? That divine energy. They sense a divine energy, meaning you're not, a divine energy is not phased by the superficial things of this world. A divine energy goes deeper. They're looking for seriousness, certainty, love, depth, everything opposite, okay, of what this person is used to. And they want to get back in that divine energy. They love it. They love it here. Gemini, they love it here. And they're trying to find a way to get back, because if you got finances and career, let me point that out. Financial issues are affecting your love life right now. You see what I'm saying? So because this person, whoever they're with, they might be draining the fuck out their pockets. Like, they may have got what they asked for at this point. They kind of done got one a little bit too materialistic, and I feel like might be a little bit possessive too. Because this person feels like they hit the jackpot. You have very soon, okay? Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. And then forgiving and learning, as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. So I feel like that's what this person is realizing. Like, hey, I'm learning. I hope Gemini forgives me. I hope we can work through this, because they are coming to a place to where they are wanting to come towards you. And then at the bottom, you have worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. I feel like it had to take some time for this person to kind of grow up in that aspect. Maybe had to be humbled a little bit, for them to realize that they deserve something so much more. Okay. Look at that. Faith, healing, meditation, and praying. Okay. Okay. Faith, healing, meditation, and prayer. So see, this person they're healing, they're learning, they're growing. Ooh, look at that. My way. Selfish, stubborn, arrogant, pride, and ego. That's what they're dealing with. I told you, they're used to selfish people. They're used to people that want it their way. They're used to that. And I feel like you tapped something. You tapped into something into this person that helped them kind of open a level of self-healing that they needed to focus on, okay? You taught this person to expect more from people, okay? And then you have spell, love spell, okay? Take it how you want to take it. Love spell. This person could feel like they're whipped. They feel like you've shown them something different. This could be this other person trying to put spell work on this person. And then you have firestorm, karma, drama, endings, loss, mental breakdown. Okay, so this person could be struggling mentally here, you know. All right, let's see. So what else we got here for you? What else do you need to know? Oh, I didn't put that right there. Okay. So this person, they smitten by you. They are, it's like you showed them something they're not used to. They got to get back to that type of love. They got to get back to someone that makes them feel seen, feel loved, feel heard. They don't want to run away from anything with some substance anymore. Look at that. Paradise, happiness, joy, expansion, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. So you show this person a completely different energy. They want that. They want that light-hearted, loving energy where they can be themselves. They can just be happy. They're not being judged. They're not being criticized for what they don't have, what they do have. It's just different with you, okay? And you got healing heart, healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationship or addiction. I feel like that's the transition this person is about to go through. If they haven't already, they're going to be healing. That's why you have faith, healing, and meditation here, praying. And then behind that, you have I like you. Someone likes you. Romance is blooming, fun, flirting, and want to date. So, all right, Gemini, that's your energy. Let's see. Let's go ahead and recap the signs here. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And who else we got here? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius again, and Pisces. Okay. All right, Gemini, I hope you guys enjoyed your reading. I hope it was helpful. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, comment. Please let me know what you think. I love to hear from you guys. And until next time.